All right, so there is an inherent conflict typically between the marketing department and the sales department. The marketing department is the department they want to stretch and exaggerate the truth as much as possible. And it's not that they want to lie or mislead, but they want to make the product sound as good as possible or the service because that's their job. They want to entice people to buy it. They want to highlight the differences between competitors. And they really just want to make the product such that it's something that people desire and otherwise help the business to grow and to have income. The legal department is basically the opposite of marketing. In other words, they want to make sure that everything is disclaimed. This may or may not be better than the competing product. It may or may not cause death or cancer or anything else. And they want to disclaim it to the point that makes the product sound so horrible that nobody would ever want to buy it because there would be no reason to buy it. It's a terrible product. And so that's kind of always the push and pull of marketing versus legal. How far do you let marketing go and making claims about the product or the services that you're offering? How far do you rein that in with the legal department? And it is that balance. In other words, you have to decide, if all you do is listen to marketing, you're probably going to get into trouble. You're going to get into issues with not or over exaggerating to the point that it's misleading the customer or client. You can get into fraud issues. You can get into misrepresentation and whatnot. And that creates problems both in the short term and the long run. You don't want to misrepresent your product, but you also want to show that in as good a light as possible. And the legal department oftentimes don't want to show it in that good light. They want to show it in as absolutely as grounded in reality as possible to the point that they don't want to make any claims because then those could always be misconstrued. And the short answer is you have to find a balance. You have to look and say, okay, what is the way that we can highlight the unique features and the positives of our product and services that are both truthful and put our best foot forward? And then how can we set reasonable expectations? In other words, hey, we need to let the client know that we're not perfect, that this product is not going to solve every possible issue, but it does do these things well. And here are the reasons why you'd buy it, and then be realistic with the client. And a lot of times clients are going to appreciate that. If they can say, hey, I understand that this is going towards or solving this problem. It's going to have these benefits. It's going to be much better than what's out there. It's not going to solve every problem. It's not going to be perfect, but it's really what I need. That's where the balance you're going to find. And so a lot of times you're going to have to look and say, okay, legal department, here's what we need to convey. We need to convey these benefits. They are legitimate benefits. They are what we want to show. And this is what message we need to do within what realistic context we can provide that message to highlight that. And see what the legal department is saying. Okay, here are the things that absolutely you can't say or that you shouldn't say or that will create legal issues or problems and liabilities. And then you rein that in. And then you go to the marketing department and say, okay, we can't make outrageous or outlandish different claims. What are the reasonable claims that we can still highlight the product but not over exaggerate? And so you're going to have to go back and forth between those and find those realistic levels. And then at some point you're going to have to say, how risk averse are we? If I'd rather make more or stretch the truth farther, and I don't care about the legal liability, then I guess get good liability insurance. If you want to listen to the legal department, then you may want to rein in the marketing department and say, we're not going to have as good of sales. And you're really just looking for that balance. The best thing is to get both of them in the room at the same time, and so you can hash that out, which is going to be the legal claims you can make, what are the marketing claims you can make, and what's that balance. So if you have any other questions, definitely feel free to reach out to us at Miller IP Law. We are always here to help and make sure that to help your business grow and to be protected. Good luck.